The road we're on is paved in Garth.
Come along on the journey.
As we explore
Garthology.
Think of it more as a conversation. I like that. So if this is truly a conversation, then I say let the conversation begin. Showtime!
Hey everyone, it's Deb.
and Jess.
Welcome to Season 3, Episode 24 of Garthology. For today's episode, Jess and I are just going to chat. We haven't had a good Garth chat in a long time, and we have a lot of things we wanted to talk about. And so we've decided we're just going to hang out. We're going to take you guys along with us. So Jess, our first topic, Garth is in Ireland and we are not there.
Oh my gosh. This might be the thing that pains me the most for the rest of my life.
That is exactly how I feel. I have been bothering people. I've been asking people questions that went. I keep bringing up, do you think I should go? What would it be like to stay in a hostel by myself? I can't believe that Garth is in Ireland and we're not there.
I know. That's one of those things that I think because you and I have kids like so far apart, yours are just leaving home and I'm just starting with mine. Like if I did not have a 1-year-old, we would still be in Ireland right now. I'm certain of it.
Yes, we would.
I don't think that my 1-year-old would be a great foreign traveler yet though, and I'm not willing to leave him. So I had to not do this one, but I'm a little bit surprised that you did not hop a plane and go by yourself.
I was so close. So I actually had looked at plane tickets a couple of different times. At one point, I had a plane ticket in my cart. I was ready. It was fairly cheap. It was only $603 round trip.
Oh, wow.
Right, to go from Ontario to Ireland. It wasn't even LAX. It was Ontario Airport to Ireland, $603 in my cart.
Oh,
and I sat there staring at it and staring at it.
My goodness.
And I just talked myself out of it. But then what was even worse is I showed it to my husband and then he got obsessed with talking to me about going. He wanted me to go so bad that he kept looking at flights for me. He was like, just go. You'll never get this chance again. Just go. And I kept saying, if you'll go with me, I'll go. And he kept saying, you should go by yourself.
Yeah.
You'll enjoy it more.
Oh, I'm so sorry you needed a Garth buddy and I failed you this time. You should have made Pete go with you.
I should have made Pete go with me. You're right. Dang it. Speaking of that, Pete wasn't able to record with us today, so he's not here. We're kind of hoping he just jumps in out of the blue, but we'll see. As of right now, he's not able to record, so today it's just the two of us unless he pops in. But I should have made him go with me. Could you imagine Pete in Ireland?
No. Oh my gosh, the two of you. They might have sent you back.
You're right. They probably would have, because imagine Pete trying to kiss the Blarney Stone or whatever that is.
Oh my gosh. I think Pete somehow already managed to kiss the Blarney Stone.
Oh, it would have been great. I'm still kicking myself. So we are recording on the 16th. He had a show today in Ireland, the 4th of 5 shows. It ended just a little while ago, I know, because I got my tweet notification that the concert was over and Garth had tweeted out about it. And his last show is tomorrow. I can't believe, unless I get on a plane right this minute, I don't think I'm going to make the Ireland shows this year.
I just wonder what it was like in those neighborhoods, because I know that was such a big deal, for those people, but I feel like that's such a cool moment and unless you're just like completely anti-country, anti-Garth, bah humbug kind of person, I feel like you could just get over it for a couple weeks and it must be really cool to have something so big right there in your, I mean, I'm sure they have things because of just the space being there, that they have all kinds of shows in there, but I think that this is just kind of an epic proportion, Right. It's not the normal. And so I imagine those people, it has to be cool, but they'll also be ready for it to be over probably.
Right. They're probably okay with it being done. Although I would imagine, even if you're not a Garth fan or not a country fan, I could see just sitting out on my front lawn and listening,
Yeah.
to because just live music of this caliber, even if I wasn't a huge fan, I would still sit out there on my lawn chair and just listen to it.
Yeah. And hear the people sing and
Right? And just
yeah.
the excitement of it all. And then also, they're filming this for a Netflix special. That's monumental. And that's another thing that breaks my heart for us not being there, is to be able to be there in that moment when they're filming something on that scale.
Have it like memorialized that way.
Right. I would love
I
that.
am glad though that they're doing it so that we will have some experience of it,
Yeah.
rather than just hearsay and people's stories, which are great. And I love to hear people's stories, but being able to see parts of it will be awesome.
Yeah, it'll be close to being there. Not quite as good as being
Not
there, but it'll
quite.
be close.
Yes. Well, I don't even know about close, but but nice way to make yourself feel better about
Right. I'm trying to console myself with that.
that.
And actually, I'm pretty excited to see, we've talked to and interacted with a lot of people through the podcast, and a lot of them have been there for
Mhm.
multiple shows of these 5. And I'm excited because based on the pictures that I've been seeing from those people on Facebook and on Twitter, and I'm super excited to see if I actually get to pick them out in the Netflix special. I feel like I'll be able to be like, oh, there's so and so and there's so and so. So I'm really excited about that. I think that's going to be a lot of fun. Although I would assume we're not going to see that Netflix special for
a while.
this year. I would assume not. I would assume maybe in 2023 we'd get to see it. So
Yeah.
something to look forward to anyways.
Yes.
So we wanted to talk about Ireland. Another Ireland thing I wanted to mention again, don't forget, you can get a little piece of his Ireland concert from before if you check out the Entertainer set, which includes a DVD of the concerts that he did in Ireland back in 1997. So be sure and check that out. Let's see. We also wanted to talk about Trisha's birthday. Trisha's birthday is coming up.
Happy early birthday. It won't be very early by the time this airs.
Right, that's true. So happy birthday on September 19th to Trisha. I hope that you're staying in Ireland and enjoying some of the sights on your birthday, because you so deserve to be out there and celebrating. I know it's going to be awesome.
Yes, happy birthday. I would totally stay in Ireland if I were you. Just saying.
Absolutely. The other topic we wanted to talk about is it was announced today that Garth is not renewing his contract with SiriusXM. So Channel 55, the Garth channel on SiriusXM, ends on September 30th.
Oh,
I know.
I'm so irritated by this. Not at Garth, because
Right.
I get it. But I am just sad because I only have had the Garth channel or had XM for like 6 months, and it's been all these years I could have done it and I didn't. And so now I'm just sad because I really enjoy the Garth channel. I love his taste in music. I love that he plays Allie on there, and so I get to hear kind of what her new singles are, and obviously the interviews that he does, and Trisha's little show that she does. And so I'm sad. I'm going to miss all of that.
Me too. I had SiriusXM a couple years back in a car that I had, and I loved it. I kept it on the Garth channel all the time. I guess it was probably last year my subscription ran out. Then in February of this year, I got a new to me but used car that didn't come with SiriusXM, and I thought, oh, I don't need it. I just won't have the Garth channel anymore. And just last month, I was sad at missing it, and I got the Garth channel back by signing a 1-year subscription with SiriusXM. And now there's not going to be a Garth channel in like 14 days or whatever.
And that's so frustrating too, because you just got it for that reason. And like, I thankfully did not do a year subscription. I've just paid mine month to month, so I won't keep it, like, because I literally never change it off of the Garth channel. It's all I listen to on there, so I will not be keeping that.
I could not believe when I saw the announcement today. I was shocked at how many people said, Oh, well, then I'm just going to go in and cancel my subscription. There are a lot of people like you. A lot of people have said, I only have it for the Garth channel. And that's my main reason for having it. And that is the channel that I keep it on probably 95% of the time. But I do switch it around sometimes. Sometimes I listen to news radio. Sometimes when it's hockey season, which it hasn't been right now, I listen to hockey on there. So I guess I'll get a little bit of use out of it, for the next 11 months.
Right.
But it wouldn't have been like what I would have gotten out of it had I still had a Garth channel to listen to.
Yes. Well, maybe you'll find like a good podcast or, something else that you enjoy listening to, but I'm sorry for you because I'm sorry for me.
Yeah, right? I'm sorry for all of us. And I
Yes.
understand Garth's probably super busy, and I love those stories and the things that he gets on there and records. And I'm sure that's part of the reason why he's not going to do it anymore, because he's super busy and we don't know what he has in store for us. We know that the bar is going to be opening at some point in the near future. And I'm sure that he's got plans to tour in some fashion. And for him and Trisha, it's probably just too much time that they just can't take time out of their schedule to do those interviews and stories and all that. So I will miss that so much, because like Inside Studio G, I think the Garth channel has given all of us fans a place to go and hear about his life. And that's always made him so accessible as far as I'm concerned. Like, part of the reason why we do what we do and everybody is such big fans of him is he opens up his life for us and he gives a piece of himself to us. And the Garth channel was just another way for him to do that. So I definitely will miss that a lot.
Yeah, me too. But, I think like you and I talked about before we were recording, I think sometimes to do something new, and like he does have the bar coming out, and I'm sure he's got other things we don't know about. Sometimes to do new things and take on new things, you have to let something else go that you were doing because it does take time, and a radio station takes business decisions and it takes time for them to record things and decide what content you want on there. And so maybe letting this go, as sad as it is for a lot of us, is going to open the door for something else even better that we just don't know about yet. So I'm excited to see what is in store also.
That's a really good point. That's how I'm going to console myself, is maybe what's coming next is even better.
Yes. As an aside, because I just wanted to ask you this and I hadn't thought about it, have you gotten the new anthology yet?
I've ordered it, but it hasn't been released yet. It doesn't.
Well, yeah, that's what I meant. Have
yes.
you placed an order for it
I
yet?
did.
I just was realizing the other day that I have been lax in doing so. I heard something about it, I think probably on the Garth channel, and I was like, I better get on that.
Oh, it's too bad too. They just had a Labor Day sale you might have missed on.
Oh.
You should check though.
Well, and I thought early on there were the limited ones, and I was like, oh, I need to do that. And then, just mom brain and life, and I have not done it yet. Probably also because I haven't heard people being like, ooh, I got the new anthology and this is in it. And then I would have been like, oh, I need to go get mine. I don't have it yet. So I do need to get on it though, so that I am not that person who's sad when everyone else is opening theirs and I don't have one yet.
Referring back to Ireland, how we're all sad now that we're not in Ireland because I didn't buy my tickets or my airline tickets before.
Yes.
Darn it.
So don't be that person about the anthology. If you're like me and you haven't ordered it yet, go ahead and go do that so that you can be with all the cool kids when they open them. Because I would say when we open them, but I won't because I haven't ordered mine yet.
But you can order that on Talk Shop Live. So be sure and check that out. Talk Shop Live. Oh, I can't wait for mine. November can't be here soon enough. Although I did think about wrapping it and putting it under the tree for myself, but I will absolutely not have that kind of inner strength that it takes to do that.
I know you better than that.
Right.
And there's some things that you would be able to wait for, but the anthology is not one of them. Especially if Pete and I had ours and we did not wait.
Right. I'd be like, I have to open it right now. And the other thing, this will probably be our last topic. We seriously need to talk about going to the opening of the bar. When he announces that his bar is opening, I think maybe that needs to be Bo's first trip. We have to plan that trip. I think that needs to be Bo's first big trip with Auntie Debbie. is we will go to Broadway in Nashville. I am
Do
so
you want to go to
excited.
Nashville?
Yeah.
You want to do it?
Oh, that'll be fun.
He says yes.
All right, Bo's
He says
in.
yes.
So Bo's in, I'm in, Jess is in. We will be there when it opens, and I can't wait. I'm so excited.
Yay.
Okay, everyone, that's it for this episode. If you have some free time, be sure and visit us on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok, where we can be found at GarthologyCast. On Facebook, we can be found at facebook.com/GarthologyCast. Be sure and share all of your Ireland photos and videos there. We would love to see them.
And be sure to join us for our next episode of Garthology. That will be Season 3, Episode 25, and will air on September 27th. Until then,
this has been Season 3, Episode 24 of Garthology. And I'm Deb.
And I'm Jess. And we'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Bye.
Finish it! Finish it!
Bloopers.
Are we going to go to New York?
No, Nashville. It's in Nashville.
Oh, Nashville. Why did I think it was? I thought the thing that was open first was in New York.
Nope.
Because there was a storefront there that opened, like we talked about it, and there were pictures of it. It was the first thing. Or
Yeah,
maybe
no.
it wasn't. Maybe
It wasn't New York.
I just thought it was.
You had mom brain for sure. That was absolutely
That was all in
Nashville.
Nashville? Okay. Well, there you go.
I know why you thought that. Because it's on Broadway.
Oh, that is why. That is absolutely why. And I just thought, well, that was an interesting choice to go to New York, but Nashville makes way more sense.
Makes way more sense.
Okay,
Yes.
can that be our blooper for today? That doesn't need to go in the regular part of the show.
That's awesome. Yes, it is going to be
Funny.
on Broadway in Nashville.
Yeah, I clearly researched way into that.